Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. All right, guys, so semi-breaking news today. I just got my catalog from Head, but I can't show you. So I can talk through it, I guess. I can't show you pictures, I can't show you product, but I can definitely let you know what might be coming and what pitfalls not to fall into, because things are changing a little bit. All right, guys, so I just got the catalog. I just booked my orders for Head for the next 6 months. So I know what's coming in. You guys in the rumor mill, I've already seen some of you already in the know about what's coming out, because I've even gotten phone calls that says, what's going on with the Prestige line? And I'm like, how the heck did you know already? So yeah, people know. Word travels fast. That's all I know. Coffee travels fast too. All right. Network link is below. buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. Thank you for having me slur my coffee. All right. Thank you in advance. Okay. So let me just tell you one quick thing though, before I start in on this. The racket that Novak is using, that speed that is in gold in the throat area, that racket is not available and will not be available. It is a Novak exclusive. They handed it to him back in March. That's why if you saw some of the pictures on it, there's like March 31st, 2021 on the throat of those rackets. That was when they gave it to him, and it's to commemorate something. But he started using them, and he liked them, so he continued to play with them. But they will not be marketed to sell. You cannot get those. If you can get one of those, I would keep it, because it will be one of maybe 100 or less that would have been made exclusively for Novak. So don't ask me, is not available. Don't ask your local tennis person too. They can't get it, and there's no way they can unless they know Novak directly. Okay? So enough about that. What's coming up with Head? What's up with Head? Well, a lot actually. They actually surprised me, because first they told me, okay, speeds are coming out in January. And I'm like, what happened to Prestige? That was the next one up. So they doubled back and said, yep, Prestige is coming, but we're going to confuse things for you. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, you'll see. So I can't show you this, but I can explain. You have to listen very carefully, and do not buy a Prestige until you know what you're buying. Listen very, very carefully. If you were an old Prestige MP person, your new racket will now be called the Pro. So if you're an old MP user up until the current version, your new version will be a Pro. If you're an old Pro user, your new version will be Tour. If you're an old Tour user, which not a lot of people were, your new racket will be MP. Did you guys get that? Because I still don't get that. I didn't understand the name changes for these rackets. So if you're an MP user currently and before, do not buy the new MP. It will not be the same. Are you listening? Because I wasn't the first time around. I'm like, what the heck? Why are you confusing everybody? They go, we're trying to make it like industry standard. Okay, your MP, which was 11.3 unstrung, 18 by 20, is now called Pro. Just you won't remember that. So rewind and re-listen. The Pro, which was 16 by 19, a little lighter, is now called the Tour. And they didn't sell a lot of tours, but now they will. Your tour, which didn't sell a whole lot, will now be called the MP. Are you following me here? Because I'm even lost right now. So look at this chart before you buy a new Prestige, if you're a Prestige person. Because the least selling one, which is the Tour, currently will be the most selling one, which is the new MP. Do you get it? Least selling, from the least selling name to what is the most selling name. So if you're an MP user, you need to buy the new Pro. Okay? I hope you get that. And there will only be 3 models here. 3 models. The mid is gone. No more mid. So they've actually killed that mid a few times and brought it back. Killed it, brought it back. I feel like they killed it, brought it back in a light form once, and I was like, that's too light for a mid. People are going to get tennis elbow. And then they killed it, and then they brought it back in a slightly bigger version. Then they killed it, and then they had it back for like the last 3 generations. But now it's gone in the 2022 iteration. Okay? And that's coming really soon, actually. That's coming in the next 2 months. As soon as I get them, I'll show you, and I'll hopefully clear the confusion a little bit more when I actually have them in hand. Okay? They look great. They look great. They're all black and with the writing on the sides. New racket that everybody's been getting in a prototype form. The racket is called You Got This for now. New name will be called Boom. I thought it was called Boom Boom, but it's Boom. I can't show you what they look like except in that prototype form. There's 4 different versions of it, and they're trying to kind of be like a kind of an extreme MP hybrid. So there's a heavy version, a 10.4 version, 9.7 version, and then a 107 version of those rackets. So it's kind of, I'm not quite sure what market they're after. I feel like they're always looking at the Pure Drive line and trying to go after that. And I feel like this is kind of no different than that with that line of rackets. And then, as you know, that I talked about in an update, speeds are coming. January, all black, little white. They look similar to what they got, except that there might be a little more white. But I think all black will be the only one offered in January. Before you buy that Prestige, make sure you watch this video again and again just to clear some clutter. Because if you're going to pre-order it, you're going to probably pre-order the wrong one from what I'm gathering. Because I'm confused. I'm sure everybody else has to be confused now. All right? Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.